Haha. Now you can hear me. This is why we're here, because we are going to set up OpenCode, which I've been hearing a lot about. And I have been um, not great of like using things. So I default to Olama. And I think that's because I'm running things on Raspberry Pis and I can run uh, Olama on Raspberry Pis. But a lot of things have happened here in the world of Docker Model Runner. So what I'm going to do is I need to take this for a spin. I need to try these tools out. So that's all we're going to do is we're going to set up this OpenCode, which is yeah, not Cloud Code. I don't have cloud money. I like to run models locally. I like to run things on my own machine. So let's just do that real quick. Let's bring that up and let's see if we can stay organized. I'm going to try to do this. Do the engage. Let's come over here. So I right now have Olama. So this is kind of the experience. We want to update that. We're going to just update. I hope this doesn't mess up with the stream, but we're just updating the models. I like to keep things updated. We'll do all the things. We'll make sure that we are have all the stuff updated. That's just a practice that I do. But this is something maybe. So we're all upgraded. We're all updated, right? There should be nothing there. All right. So this is the kind of the experience that I want to replicate. I have open web UI, not maybe it's running here. I think I normally run it on 3001. So yeah, I do have it running here. So this is kind of the experience that I want. I like having things running. I like having access to multiple models and doing all the things. So this is the kind of experience that we're going to try to replicate, but we're going to try to do it with this new to me. I've not used OpenCode before, and I have used Docker Model Runner, but it's improved a lot since the last time. So first, let's start with Docker. Let's do this. Let's start with Docker Model Runner, and fantastic. So let's see what we can do. Welcome to those. Thank you for those of you that are stopping in. I don't have it set up where I can see all the chats and stuff, and I apologize. I'm working on it. So let's see. Okay, Docker Model Runner. I think it's as easy as some secure way running models locally with Docker Model Runner. So let's go. Docker Model. It's available as a beta feature in desktop. So I do run Docker. So let's go to the Docker dashboard because maybe it's just there. Let's see. So Docker Hub, containers, models. Okay, let's browse the models. And let's see if we can get a model. Unable to load Docker models from Docker Hub. Okay, that's awkward. Let's just make sure that we're updated. Hey, this is available. Let's do the things. I always hate installing software, but while I'm on a stream, but I also hate running outdated software. Boy, this is right. I'm on the latest, right? Check for updates. It looks like it's updated. So this is awkward. This is going to be a very short stream if this does not work. How about this? Let's stop it and start it again, and let's see how that goes. So yeah, thanks for everybody that's stopping in. I apologize. We're off to a kind of a slow start here, and when all else fails, we turn it off and turn it back on again. So that's where we're trying to do. Let's bring back Docker. We think that we are on a new enough version where this should work. And right, so this says Docker Desktop 4.4 is when it came out as beta. We're going to go back here. Where's my version? We're on. So yeah, it's come a long ways. Oh, now all the models are drawn up. Okay, so let's do Devstral small. That's all we care about. Actually, let's do. I'm hearing good things about Qwen 3 Coder lately. That's one that I think. You know what would be nice, right? I have. Wait, why don't? Yeah, I have Qwen 3. Why don't I have Qwen 3 Coder? Okay, so this is the new model. What I was thinking was, it would be nice if I could use the same model, but that's just disk between the two systems. And now I can do more of a side by side. So we're going to let this download. I hope that it's not making the things buffer. I do have some pretty good internets. So we're just going to let this go. Actually, while that's going, let's go and install. Let's find this OpenCode, which is the Claude code that doesn't use Claude. All right, the open source AI coding agent, free models included, or connect any model from any provider, including Claude, GPT. Wait. So I'm going to go back here. I want to go back to my post from Oleg. He says the setup uses Docker. Oh, I think this is the document that has the setup. So we're going to go look at this from Rami, setting up OpenCode with local models. I was planning to take a break from the Docker Model Runner series, and then I came across OpenCode while preparing for a DMR workshop. Naturally, I wondered, could I run OpenCode by leveraging local hosted LLMs through DMR? Yes. So I'm sure that OpenCode also lets us do Olama, but today we're connect to Docker Model Runner. I want to try out the latest and greatest, and also this OpenCode. So setting up OpenCode with DMR, and I promise this is the last DMR. Okay, missed earlier tutorials, which I did. I think we'll be okay. I hope we don't have to do that. Okay. Why? It makes sense to me. Why? Like, I totally understand this. Why? I showed you already that I like to have Open Web UI, and I was about to say I'm on the latest and greatest, but clearly I'm not. I don't even know where this is running, but I like to have my own stuff locally. I like to run my models locally, and I travel. So there's lots of reasons. Yeah, and this is a big one. Spending all the money for the models in the cloud, and especially the deeper that we go, I don't want to be racking up a bunch of bills when I have plenty of compute here for the stuff that I need to do. I think I can get by with the compute that I have. Like I said, I have 17 models running on this machine that's streaming, that's doing all the things. Compute is heading in the right direction. So here's our instructions. We'll kind of follow this. In short, OpenCode, blah, blah, blah. We're doing the things. And it says any API compatible with OpenAI SDK. That sounds good. So by default, OpenCode looks for a common LLM API. I don't want to use the public ones. Automatically uses default model. For instance, when I first launched, OpenCode detected my OpenAI key and connected. That's interesting. You can override these defaults by creating configuration. Okay, let's find that. So there's our instructions. So we got our post from Oleg referencing this post. And now let's go back to OpenCode. While our model is, our Qwen 3 Coder is downloading in the background. So free models are included, or connect any model, including Cloud GPT. All right, so Brew, I like Brew. So let's install it with Brew, then I'll get my updates. I'm comfortable doing this. I don't like to, I kind of have to put a lot of trust, but this I'm a little bit more comfortable with. So we're going to do this. Our model's almost downloaded. We see here progress. Let's go back here and let's Brew install it since we're on a Mac. And this is my daily driver. This is my juice box. Why do I call it juice box? Because of my job. Join us in creating excitement. JUICE. That's why I call my daily driver. My main machine is my juice box. All right, so now I should have OpenCode installed. And All right, so let's just look. What is OpenCode? It's an open source agent that helps you write code in your terminal, IDE, or desktop. LSP enabled. Automatically loads the right LSPs for the LM. Multi-session, start multiple agents in parallel. Share links to any session for reference or to debug. That's interesting. Claude Pro. Log in with Anthropic to use your Claude Pro or Max account. Log in with OpenAI to use your ChatGPT Plus or Pro account. Any model, 75 plus LM providers through models.dev, which I've never heard of. Actually, I think somebody actually told me about that the other day, including local models. I like local models. Any editor available as a terminal interface, desktop app. All right, so first I want to go look at models.dev because I'm not open source database of models. Oh, this is what? I didn't realize that these were open and available. Um, lots of really cool models here. This is this for anything else. This is I didn't know about this. Nobody told me about this. I definitely uh, I would have been here. Oh, but there's a big long list. So this is not a. We got lots and lots of stuff. So what I have been doing. Hey, thank you. I am going to keep it up. So yeah, let's go. All we've done so far is install uh, OpenCode. We installed OpenCode. We're now looking at the models.dev, which I had never looked at before. There's a lot of models to get through here. I'll be honest. I liked having this small set, and hear me out. By having a smaller list of models to choose from, I have less to think about. Like I know these models. I've been looking at this list for a long time, but this is a much smaller list to choose from, and I don't go that far back. Right? I kind of have that top I was. I was. Thank you, Eugene. I was on mute, at least for some. So thank you for that. Sorry about that. Let me make sure I'm not on mute everywhere. Um, yeah, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. If you can't hear me, let me know. But if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. So here we have some models out of the box. Let's go back to our docs here, or not our docs, the post that we were looking at. Let's go back and see what it says. We're looking for LM keys. So clearly it's not looking for Docker model runner. You can override these defaults by creating a configuration file, either globally or per project. Understanding OpenCode configuration. By default, the OpenCode is looking for the standard LLM API keys and uses a default model. For example, when I first launched, it was automatically connected to OpenAI GPT-5 Nano model. So is it? I hope it's not finding my OpenAI API key. I can customize the LLM. OpenCode's LLM settings include the following: schema, provider, configuring OpenCode to use DMR. OpenCode doesn't have a built-in DMR provider, but because DMR is OpenAI compatible, we can use the OpenAI SDK schema. So to make these changes work with DMR, you'll have to update the DMR base URL, API key, and model settings. So in the example below, we'll set the following local LLMs with DMR. GPT OSS 20B, nope. All right, so here's the settings. Make sure these models are already available locally before running OpenCode. You can pull them from Docker Hub or Hugging Face. See that. We set the base URL to call the DMR server, okay, using localhost and the default TPC port. Okay, if you're using OpenCode inside a container, you will update the URL to blah, blah, blah. The models section defines, all right, increasing. So where do I put this? Does anybody see where I'm supposed to put this? Is this supposed to be inside of the opencode.json? Let's see if we can. Man, why is it saying I'm on mute? I hope that this is not fixed or not a problem. Let me see here. Let me try to fix it. Mic bridge. Trying to fix the audio. Apologies. Trying to fix the audio. Let's hit here. Check. Oh, it says that it's working. I think I fixed it. Is it fixed? Or no? I need somebody. Can you hear me now? Now, boop. Can you hear me now? All right. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. So let's do this. Let's go to, we think this. Let's go over here, jump. Let's see what it says. Using OpenCode JSON, you can configure OpenCode using JSON config file. Thank you. Fantastic. You can configure OpenCode using JSON config file format, blah, blah, blah. This is definitely not a stream where I've done all this before. This is a stream where I'm trying to show you how I learn, and this is something that I'm taking for a spin for the first time, and maybe we can learn together, or maybe you can pick up a thing or two. Locations. You can place your config in a couple of different locations. They have different order of precedence. They are merged together, not replaced. Config files are merged together. So remote, global. I want this one. So let's edit this one. And that's what I was guessing that would be. So let's edit that. And then I think we can just copy the example that we got here from Rami, and let's do that. So I'm going to copy from this one. And the only thing I'm going to do is oops, where do I go ahead and paste? Let's review. Hey, our schema is OpenAI, provider, Docker model runner. I don't know what this means. The name is Docker model runner. The options, I'm hoping that this is the default port, and we're going to change the model. So this, we definitely don't have this many. So we're gonna remove this. We only installed one, but how do I reference it? Let's go back to our Docker desktop. We're gonna go back to the dashboard. Okay, here's the name. All right, that matches. So let's do this. Oops. Maybe I didn't copy that right. Oh, it did not copy it right. So AI Quinn 3 dash coder. AI / Quinn 3 dash coder. That's the one thing about Ghosty. That's why Ghosty is not my default. Sometimes the copy paste doesn't work the best. Latest. And I'm just going to put that same thing here. AI Quinn 3 coder latest. Control X, boom, boom, clear, and then this open code models. And I expect to see Quinn 3 coder in this. Oh, I did something wrong. Boop, boop, boop. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Line 6, line 7. What? Invalid symbol. Oh, I have some. Oh, I bet you it's formatting those characters that I pasted. Doggone it. I'll bet you these are bad quotes. I don't know what that is. How do I do that? Like this. Control C. We're going to. Nope. Oh, come on. Oh, I sure did close it. Close. We're using Ghosty because of the paste, or because we couldn't see the stuff. So let's go here. Let's do the, oops. We're going to copy this. Copy. And then what we're going to do is Control R. Wait, no, it's Control W, right? Search, paste that character, and then Control R, replace it with this character. Boom. And it didn't find it. Okay, we're going to do this hard way. I apologize. This isn't great. Not a great experience, but what all that I'm doing now is I'm just giving you time to get caught up so that we can be doing this together for when I, of course, mess up again. It's nice to have a second pair of eyes. And yeah, get it. No problem. I'm fine doing things the hard way. But I know it doesn't make for great content. But it's Friday, and I'm wondering, what are you doing new? Because here's the main thing. We all are aware that AI is a thing. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. And we want to make sure that we're we're not getting left. I say don't get left behind, but I'm trying to catch up. I realize that a lot of you, a lot of this community, this tech community is doing some really advanced things with AI. And I realized like I don't have enough reps. I haven't spent enough time. So what I have to do now is I got to spend as much time as I can using these tools. I have to find the tools that I want. I have to find a workflow that works well for me. And I have been using continue.dev with Olama. That's what I use in my IDE. I do have Cloud Code. I do use that on occasion, but like my default, my daily driver is I use continue.dev backed by Olama. But again, my good friend Oleg, he suggested that hey, let's give it a try. Right? When it comes from a recommendation from somebody that you respect like this, you just listen, right? They put you on the right path. He's never steered me wrong before. So that's why we're here. That's why I'm taking this for a spin. OpenCode models. What we want to see here is the Qwen 3 coder. And there it is. So DMR, AI Qwen 3 coder. So now what we've done is we've connected. OpenCode sees that model. But now let's see what we can do. Let's actually go into a project. Let's go to something. I'm trying to think of what's a good project. Oh, I got an idea. Let's go into fund, Deshaun. Let's go to our Embable example. This is the project that I'm working on right now. I have to put in my passwords. Oh, but that's going to put in, this is putting in the Anthropic API and the OpenAI API. So let's see what OpenCode models shows now. So now that it's got my tokens in the session, now I have access to all the stuff. I got all of the Anthropic models, that's kind of a cool experience. But I really want to do this local right now. So let's find a different project because I don't want to remove those environment variables. Let's go to the Vault demo. Okay, no tokens there. So now we go OpenCode models. We should only see our list of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 models. I wonder if I can remove those models, but we'll do that later. And then the documentation, I think, said, hey, we're here, increasing the context window. I don't need to do that yet. You repeat this process for each model you're going to use with OpenCode. Next, launch OpenCode and use a / to pop up the menu and select models. And you should see the models you set in the models menu. So just do OpenCode. Wait, where did my Vault? Here. Do OpenCode. And then I see / and then models. I see the models. Oh, I want to pick this one. Did that work? Okay, so now I'm doing this. Fix a to-do in the database. Let's see what else this says. We did it. Once you select the model, you can start interacting with your local repo using the agent conclusions. How do I get started? So is there like a init like we have with Cloud Code? Or let's see. Oh yeah, init. Let's do that. All right, agents, error, unable to connect. Is the computer able to access the URL? Please analyze, unable to connect. Why? Let's go look, let's see. Because that's it. That's all we want to do is I want to be able to get in and see this is run. Oh, do I got to hit play? I got to run it. Wait, is that really it? Let's try this again. /init. Unable to connect is okay. So maybe the port was wrong. Let's take a look here. Models. Let's go to our settings. What I'm trying to find is enable Docker model runner, enable host side TCP support. There, that's probably what I need to do. I'm going to do this all for now. Now we should have a port 12434. I think that was the same one that we saw in the documentation. There, loading model retrying. All right, so it's just loaded that model into memory. I don't know how to see that in Olama. I do Olama PS to see the model, to see which model is loaded. But hey, now we're doing it. So checking for agents, it doesn't see that. Okay, so this is a similar experience. To be honest, this is all that I wanted to do. Right, I can start asking questions, but I have a agent that's doing things, and what it's doing now isn't racking up my bill. And yeah, it's clearly not as fast as what it would be if I was using Cloud Code, but it also doesn't cost as much. I don't have cloud money. I have Raspberry Pi money. I only have this much. So this is what I want to do. So this is where I'm at. Is it still going? I can't tell. So we have some guidelines. Follow Google Java style. I don't know about that. Use 4 spaces for indentation, maximum width. Oh, so it's making some assumptions, and that's okay. Yeah, uh, it's making some assumptions. All right, so now, oh, there's no like approval that I'm used to, but that's okay. Uh, so we have an agent. Let's go and look. So we're gonna go over here. Fun. We're gonna go look at that. It's in the Sean Alt demo. Let's do get status. Let's see what it's changed. All it did was add that agents.md. Let's go ahead and look at what it did, which makes sense. I might be taxing my machine, right? I've got models that are running on Olama and Docker Model Runner. So yeah, if this slows down to a crawl, let me know, right? If you start to see stuff. No ABRC found. So let's go and pop in here. All right. So it just says, hey, here's some commands. That all looks decent, right? Lint. The only big difference was that I didn't get like the approve, allow kind of thing. Code style guidelines. I wonder if I can plug in my own. But yeah, this works. Error handling, Spring Boot specific, blah, blah, blah. Vault integration. Spring call vault fail fast equals true. Fantastic. Testing. Good. Well, that's pretty slick. I'm going to do this. I'm going to close out of this one and then we'll go back to my, so let's get out of Ghosty and let's go in and see like, hey, what does it look like in here? OpenCode. Can I see what I'm saying? Slash. Yeah. So that's good. Create a new session, list models, list agents, list sessions. Does it say anything? Okay. Can I pick up from there? Oop. Oh, okay. So that's cool. So I picked up right where it left off on that session. That's not a bad feature. So this is kind of slick. I honestly, whoa, what is this? Is it telling me my tokens and how much? Let's do this. Init review changes, undo the last message, redo, compact, rename, copy, export, timeline, fork, thinking, share, new models. Wait, theme? OpenCode, night out. Oh, that's just the, okay. we'll stick with that one. And let's just like, uh, do you have, yeah, do you have any recommendations? Let's see. Oof. Of course, the first thing it says is add comprehensive tests. I get it. That's just, but of course it did. Like that's what it says. So remember, we're using Qwen3 Coder in the back. Um, this is, if I'm liking this, if I'm liking this experience, which how long did this take us? 30-ish minutes to get up and running, even with our audio problems. Based on my analysis, here's some recommendations. Let's add some tests. Let's see what we got. Um, I'm embarrassed. There's no test. Let's do that first. So these would make the demo more production ready while maintaining its educational value. Okay, let's just add tests. Can you just add some tests? Don't go crazy. Just enough so that I'm not embarrassed. Okay, like maybe I should have just said like one. We just add one test. Error, you must read the file before overwriting it. Okay. I've added, that was actually pretty fast. I've added basic tests to the project to make it presentation ready. It's test hello endpoint, simple test to ensure the application starts. Did you? But there's nothing there. Let's make sure we're using not that version. That's also embarrassing. Excuse me. Let's fix that. Let's have add a .sdkman rc file to use the latest version of Java 25 from LSoft America. LIBRCA. Let's see if I can figure that out. Look at that, it sure did. 25.0.1. So now I should have a .sdkmanrc Java. That's fantastic. So now when I'm back here, actually, let's just do this. I want to quit because I think if I log out, we're going to log out of both. I think I go back here and I say, now that we have a .sdkmanrc file, now when I come in, hopefully it didn't. It did not. So let's just, here we go. It found it, SDK-rc file. So now it should be set as the project SDK. So now this should go away. I want that to go away. I don't want to do anything else. I just want this to go away. That works. All right. But this doesn't look great. This is not a good experience. What else is wrong? I'm good right now. Like there's nothing else that I have to, there's one more thing that's embarrassing. I'll fix that real quick. Let's fix those. All right, reindex. Grab the latest version of Spring Boot 3.5. Right. All right, now we're reindexed, but this says, hey, it starts and the endpoint works. This will pass as long as the application context loads successfully. We can do better than that. OpenCode. The tests are a little weak. Let's add one more test. Comprehensive test that verifies the application properly loads. We already did that, right? Here we go. Add a more comprehensive test to strengthen the test suite. Let's look and see. There's the URL with the port REST template. Oh, let's not use REST template. I am. The box has been checked, right? Because now I'm testing the model. Can you update the test to use REST test? Oh no, that's in 4. REST client instead of REST template. Let's see. I don't know what's in this model, but now we're testing the model. The back and forth. Oh, it looks good. The back and forth. This feels pretty good, and I'm not racking up. Let's do another. I want to watch this part to see if this is moving. Add one more test. Yeah, thanks. Let's keep it up. Let's add one more. Now, I'm going to ask you because I have to leave here in a few minutes. I'm going to ask you: did anybody try this? Is anybody using OpenCode? Because I've checked 2 boxes today. Actually, I've checked 3 boxes. I've got Docker Model Runner now. It's serving models locally. I have it connected with OpenCode. So far, the experience is pretty sweet. I don't mind this little ticker here show me what I'm doing. But did that number change? I'll add another test to further strengthen the suite. Did it? I don't. Oh, it's still preparing. Let me check dependencies are available, blah, blah, blah. I'll add a test that verifies the application properties are correctly loaded. Okay, so yeah, it's still working. So this, let's see if that changes, that 13,200. Let's see. All right, there it goes. Oh man, this is fantastic. So now we have another, and yeah, we see how many tokens used. So that's pretty cool. That's nice. If you care about those things. Really, I only care about those things when I'm going and I'm doing something that's going to be running in production. Something that's going to be running against models where I've got to pay. But for me, running locally, like, yeah, I want to run 100,000 tokens a day. That means I'm using these tools. So I'm here. I'm trying to level up. I'm trying to give myself a better path forward so I can use more of these tools, use more of this AI enabled, do more of these AI enabled workflows. Yeah. And I'm going to do the hard things until they're easy. So I'm going to keep on doing this. But for now, I'm going to say thanks everybody for joining. We can do a quick review. We installed Docker Model Runner. We opened up the port for Docker Model Runner, and then we downloaded and installed the Qwen3 coder. Then we installed OpenCode, and we just did a little proof of concept. We did it at the terminal, and then I plugged it in. I had my terminal inside of IntelliJ, and it looks decent, right? If we're doing the smart things, like small changes. Let's go here, and we can quit, exit, and then let's do clear mvnw clean test. Let's just make sure, right? Sorry, I should have done clean verify. So test didn't all work. Something happened, but I'm going to blame that on the model. I'm not going to blame that on OpenCode or Docker Model Runner. But yeah, you got to verify these things. Of course, you got to verify these things. But I feel good. I feel like I've done enough for today. So thank you everybody that jumped in and taking this first spin with me. And stay tuned because I plan to do more of these streams. Enjoy your weekend. Yeah, and hit that like, subscribe, all the things, and we'll see you soon.